Hello, all. Welcome to the business meetup. Today, we have an exciting topic because actually, this question came from my network. So, if you saw the post already, you're familiar with the question, but I will draw it out very shortly. But basically, today is about how to ensure that your services have clients. So let me know if you are one of us who wants to have more clients. Because I mean, there is no thriving online business without clients. So let me unpack this question that I got from a person in my network offering services. Actually, his question is very complex and has like 4 different elements. So we go through that very soon. Let me just shortly introduce myself. So I'm Kaisa Siipilehto, the leadership coach and business mentor, founder of LIVIO Joy. So if we haven't met yet, welcome to join the business meetups. This is my way of giving to my community for you like-minded, ambitious business owners who want to have more freedom in your life by growing your online income streams. So we're happy to take any questions today. Like I said, this is a free mentoring session. So we meet up with other online business owners here to share what have we succeeded at and what are maybe the questions like we need to unpack to move one step further. So think about now, what is the number one question for you that you want to solve in order for you to go to the next level in your business? Would love to hear those in the chat, but let me take a presentation. I wanted to put this question for all of you to see. That we can start unpacking how to ensure having clients in your market area. So whatever my examples are today from my business or what I go through with my clients, think about from your business perspective. So hopefully this will help. And of course, you're free to use the chat and I will take questions later. So of course, it's not only me talking, hopefully you also bringing questions. How can I support you? So let me just quickly take the share here. And I wanna, yes. Hopefully you can see my screen now. Sorry, I'm just meeting some more people coming in. Yes. So here is the question I want to unpack with you today. Like I said, this came from my network. So raise a hand or put me in the chat if you're one of us who is also considering how to effectively identify and engage with your target audience online in the online world to ensure that my product or service meets a genuine need and has a sustainable market. Like I said, it's a very complex question and I wanted to start unpacking it with you today. Like I said, I see 4 elements here. Yes, Linda, thanks for sharing. Yes, me too. And I want to say in the beginning, like if you feel confused, who is your ideal audience? Narrowing down the niche, you might have heard these like a million times. Give yourself time to figure it out. For me, it was a journey. And actually, I had a huge aha moment about May this year. Like I said, I've been in business for a few years now, coaching for a few years. So it was a journey for me to identify who do I want to work with. So yes, what are your thoughts on the question? What is maybe the area that you're going through already? Are you in the phase of identifying your niche? You can put 1 in the chat. If you already have identified the niche, but you are in a phase of wanting to engage, so start conversations with your ideal clients, you can put number 2 in the chat. If you have already identified and you've been engaging, reaching out to your potential clients, but you want to find a more sustainable way, sustainable processes, being more effective with your marketing and sales processes, you can put number 3. Let's leave it there. I just want to get an understanding kind of where you are. So, okay, I hear number 2 and 3. I guess that's between number 2 and 3. So I hear that you have already identified your ideal clients. So I would love to hear those in the chat. How can you communicate in 1 sentence or just using a few words? Who are your ideal clients? Okay, I have one here as well. So let me maybe then unpack how to identify your ideal clients. So we'll start there. So first of all, I want you to look at your journey. Maybe what was the challenge you overcame in your life? That's one way to, sorry, just having some more people in the waiting room. So think about your personal experience. What was the maybe number 1 challenge that you had in your life that you needed to overcome, and you did, and you saw what's on the other side? That's one way to look at it, that you have. And why do I start with this personal journey and identifying what was the transformation you went through? It's because it will help you to also engage, have compassion and empathy towards your ideal clients who might be facing similar situation, similar challenge. That said, it might not be your personal experience. It can be something that you have studied, that you have experience in. Mine is kind of both. So I say I can share my like ideal clients, and you can think about how does that relate to your services, your target audience. So I help knowledge experts to launch and expand their online income streams so that they can have the freedom of working from home or remotely traveling the world. Basically, I'm advocating freedom lifestyle, which I've been enjoying now for the past few years. With my husband, we've been living in 4 continents at least, traveling to different places. And I can serve my clients worldwide, wherever I take my laptop and where do I have a Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes that's a challenge too, but that's combining how do I want to live my life and how can I serve my clients at the same time. So I'm advocating the freedom life, and for that, I'm helping others to increase their income and freedom by building these online income streams. Why do I say like that's personal? Because I've experienced that. It was a challenge for me. Like I said, even like getting to this point and being clear on my target audience took a while, because that was a journey that I was in the learning curve. I wasn't enjoying the freedom lifestyle 4 years from now. So now that I have been doing that, working remotely and studying remotely and serving remotely for 4 years, now I can speak for that. So I wasn't ready before. So you might be also in the journey. And what I can bring now, how do I help you to grow your online income streams? That my background is in entrepreneurial business studies. I did a 10-year corporate career in marketing, branding, event management. So I'm bringing in the knowledge from my studies, from my previous career experience, while I'm also sharing my personal experiences growing a business. Why this is important? Well, I latest worked when I was in corporate, in a company that was 100-year-old. So you can only imagine that they had a little more established processes in the company than when I was starting my own business. So it's a very different situation. That's why I'm helping those who want to start their business, launch the online income streams, whether they are passive and part-time or wanting to pivot from their 9 to 5 and start a full-time business online. Why I'm sharing you this? What do you hear? What can you bring from your expertise, from your personal experience that will help you to identify the clients? Mine is, like I said, the knowledge experts, meaning that they are consultants, coaches like myself, counselors, therapists. They are creative professionals, those people who can serve their ideal clients using online avenues. Like they can serve them live or start courses. They can let's not go deeper there, but using the online world. So that's not, for example, considering dentists who would need to really fix your teeth, like their in the spot. That said, for example, I have a client who's a realtor, which is a very much in-person interaction and local base, but she wants to grow her online income streams to have more freedom to travel, for example. So it can be a combination. Then let's move on to the, once you have really identified who is your ideal client. And actually, I do want to say another example if you didn't relate to mine. I have a client who's a therapist, and she wanted to help people with their confidence, with their mental well-being. Well, that's a very broad topic. She was thinking, are they individuals? She wants to serve couples as well, but that's still a very large audience. So it's hard to start the engagement part. It's hard to move on to contacting, finding and researching your ideal clients when you're looking at millions and millions of people. So when you're identifying the audience, you want to look at something that is at least 1 million people in the world. You don't need 1 million people to have $1 million business if that is your target, but you don't want that to be too small of an audience. Have at least 1 million people who would be interested in your services. So when you're doing that research, and also not going too broad, if you have 1 billion people who would enjoy your services, I would say narrow down a lot. So what we did with my client is that she had an experience being an expat, moving actually twice, moving to a new country. So now she wants to serve expats, and what was the challenges that she faced, what she had overcome. So now she can really speak to her audience and they can engage with them. They can really relate to her messaging. Oh, yes, I feel lonely in a new country. What can I do to integrate, to find new friends here? Do you hear the difference? Just helping with confidence and mindset. And when you put the expats, Those who have just moved to a new country, that changes the whole, not the service, but it narrows it down very clearly to what are their problems. So identify the situation your ideal clients are at. What is the narrowed down niche? And I don't know how many expats there are in the world, but I bet many. So that's big enough audience for her. So I would love to hear in the chat your audiences, especially if you have identified already. You can also type it in the chat if you haven't identified already, but you have an understanding like what it could be. We can help you maybe get clarity on that. So let me just move to the engagement part. Well, I've touched on it a little bit already. So in your marketing messaging, be obsessed about talking about the transformation. You can lay out the pain points where you were. As a starting entrepreneur, I wasn't focusing on the right things to take my business off the ground. So I was doing what was fun and easy. I was focusing on the marketing, but running a business, it's not only about marketing that I was used to. Of course, there was other things that I needed to do in order for me to grow the business. So I invested in business coaching. And when I started to invest in my growth, I started to see my business grow. And this is an important thing because when you get support from someone who has done it before, it makes a massive difference that you can really focus your time and efforts what needs to be done next. They can challenge you with the right questions to help you be focused where you are and what's the next step for you. If you have zero online income now and you want to make $1 million next month, that's maybe not reasonable. So what is the next step that you want to do? And I do recommend you really being clear first on your target audience, and then it all starts to unfold when you start researching where they are, where do they hang out, which are the channels that you like to hang out, choose those and find those ideal clients there and start having the conversations with them. What I mean by having conversations, ask a lot of questions from them so that you get an understanding where they are, what is the vision, what do they want. They might always not know what do they need or want, but at least getting an understanding like what is the situation for them, what is the pain, and then you can help them to paint the picture, visualize, envision like where they can go when they start. For example, in my case, if my client wants to start or scale their business, like what will be the impact in their life when they have clients that they can serve online, have that freedom of working from home or traveling? What is the impact in their well-being, for example, in their happiness? Okay, I'm talking a lot. Let me take a breath. But yes, once you have chosen the channels, be doing the research, starting the conversations, asking a lot of questions, do move forward of offering. But first you need to know this, what I highlighted here, a need. That's why you want to be asking those questions, that you get an understanding what do they think that they need. So you want to be talking to their language. What I mean by their language is that you don't need to bring in the industry jargon, like what I would be saying in coaching language, for example, like let's look at your limiting beliefs and how to overcome those. That might not resonate with my ideal clients. So focusing on what do they describe is their need, the situation, what do they need, and how can you communicate about that. How can you help them from the A to the B? What is the vision for them? And then it's like I guess the fourth part, well, the sustainability is kind of the foundation in my coaching anyway. So what I'm sharing here and what you heard from the beginning is that I want to help those who want to start and grow their online income streams to have freedom. So what it is for you, what kind of entrepreneur and business owner you want to be, what aligns with your priorities. Start building your business the way that you want to run it. That is the sustainability aspect for you. Of course, then the market is different. But when you are building your business based on what is important for you, how you can help others, doing the research and finding those ideal clients who want to work with you. When you hear what do they need and designing your services based on their need, but also from your experience and expertise, how you can help them to solve the situation, the problem they are at. I would say that is sustainable, building a sustainable foundation. And then, of course, you want to track your processes on what is maybe missing, what is working, focus on what is working, get business mentoring and coaching. If not from me, do it from someone else, maybe someone in your field. Like I said, if you are a dentist, I'm maybe not the right person to support you here, unless you want to do courses to train other starting dentists, and then we can talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share for a second, and I wanna see if you have some questions related to this while I'll check my notes if I had something. But like I said, have an audience with at least 1 million people in it. And like I said, finding that sweet spot, designing based off of their need, designing your solution, meaning the services or products, what you have, based on what you know that people need, and what you can offer. And being okay if you're not the right person. I know I'm not the right coach for everyone. And I want to work with those people who are ready to take their freedom and income to the next level. So if you are there, actually, I did have a fourth point. I want to spend another minute for that, but I do have something for you after that. So stay tuned. So what I was saying about engaging, asking a lot of questions and getting the understanding of their need, then start communicating about the value, the transformation, not about your service. People really shouldn't care about how many hours it takes, how many meetings it will take, how do you deliver your services. They want to know the value so that they can think about if they are invested or not, knowing that if you can help them or not. And I think that a lot of people have challenges with this. They are talking about the service, what do they offer, but not the value that they are creating. It's very I would say self-centered, if that's the right word to describe. So have the customer-centric approach, describing the transformation, talking about the transformation, be obsessed about talking about it, like how does it feel that you have the freedom of working from home or traveling around the world. You don't need to stick to the 9 to 5 if that's not for you. I'm an evening person, so I'm designing my work days as I want. I don't want to be waking up 6 in the morning. So that's how I do it. You can be your own boss. So what is the picture that you want to paint to your ideal clients? That is the question I want you to answer right away. Help them to visualize it. Help them to see, especially if they are in a challenging situation. I knew when I was starting as an entrepreneur that I was scared. I was very scared how to do this. Like, yes, I have these studies and I have business knowledge, but when you're actually in the situation, I felt lonely because I was building the business on my own. Where do I focus on? What do I do next? Like, it was very lonely and overwhelming. Where are your ideal clients? How can you start speaking to them and helping them to see what's on the other side? Now that I've been really training, coaching, mentoring over 1,000 experts worldwide in just past 2-3 years, it's like so rewarding for me. I had to overcome a lot of fears to get here, put myself out here, being in front of you guys, for example. I don't mean that you need to do that in your business. If you don't want to do lives, just do something else, a book or a course. But I do recommend, because when you are meeting your ideal clients and when do they get to know you and you get to meet them, that's where the magic happens. And well, that brings me to actually there's a last chance to kind of sign up to my Courage to Lead Club. If you are a busy professional wanting to take your business to the next level and your life as well, I want to offer this knowledge, the training, basically for anyone. So you have a few days until Saturday to sign up to Courage to Lead Club for only $7. So there's the link in the chat. This is mostly on-demand content, so you will have access to training videos, workbooks, and different materials so that you can do it on your own time. Like I said, I help people worldwide, so it might be morning or evening or even nighttime for you when I host these. So I want to bring you this on-demand content. I will release content every week for you to take your business to the next level. And I do host also live Q&A sessions inside the club. There's a private group for that, so you'll get access when you sign up. So when you do sign up, you get all the information, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you do have them now. Like I said, the club is still available. The price just goes up to $47 a month after September, because I just launched this. So like I said, I want this information available for anyone, really. And I hope this price is that it is for everyone. It's crazy, only $7, and you can, if that's not for you, you can cancel it after the first month. So if you do sign up now, you will get the following months for only $7 as well. So your price will not increase to the 47 if you sign up during September. I hope that was clear enough. But like I said, mostly on-demand training content, workbooks to help you take your business to the next first level if you're starting, or next level if you want to grow your business. If you've been struggling to get it off the ground, I was there. I'm here to help you do that, because I want you to have the freedom, increase your income so you can have more freedom and you can work from when and where you want. and especially how you want. I think the key of today's session is that think about the audience you want to work with. I said this question to one person in my network, and she was like, oh, I had an idea who could be my ideal clients, but now that you said who do I want to work with, I narrowed down the group and to less than half. So I want you to really enjoy your business, what you're building, and serving those people who you want to serve. That's the key. That's how I enjoy building my business. I have amazing coaching groups where like-minded people can grow together, go to the next level. So it's not only me serving, but how can I see the groups as well? So actually, when you do sign up to the group, there is a special offer for you to join my group coaching program as well, if you want live meetups, the coaching to help you really be clear on your business vision. What is the next step for you? What are the actions for you? So that's what we are doing in my coaching group, to help you really go there step by step, not to be too overwhelmed by all the things that you have on your plate, but how to focus your time and energy on the right actions, what will take you to the next level. So very excited to kickstart our October already. So we have kind of the last quarter of this year coming up just around the corner. So think about, what do you want to achieve by the end of this year? What is the step? Now we talked about this question, really identifying, engaging with your audience so that you can craft services to their needs to have a sustainable business. Where are you? Is that the step you are? Now that we've been talking about this, what is the step that you are in? What do you want to achieve in the next 3 months? So that, what will happen in your life when you do that? I want you to see the impact, what your targeted outcomes will do to your business and to your life if you're a solopreneur like me. So really seeing what will be the impact. I want you to be excited about your targeted outcomes for this year. What will help you to finish strong? Get there where you want to be. We talked about ideal clients today. How many new clients do you want to start working with, for example, by the end of this year? What's the number? You can share in the chat. Yes. So that's it from me today. I'm gonna close the Instagram live now. Bye. And I will take if you have questions. And I do see people who have been here before. So if you are in the phase of engaging with your ideal clients, how is it going? I would love to take your comments or questions, especially questions if you have some questions you need to figure out what to do related to these steps, for example, that we discussed today. And then, of course, reminding you of the club. That's a crazy ass deal, I would say. So I know it's not only about, it's not only me then talking in the club. I will also share actually interviews that I've had with successful business owners, leaders, like thought leaders in their field. For example, this month I shared one interview with Dr. Konovalov, who's like considered the number one, the leading expert in the field of vision and visionary leadership. So let's start strong. And that was, for example, a training that I shared in the club today. Thank you for coming, Sol, and see you next time. If there's no further questions, I can actually stop the recording. If you're watching the replay, feel free to put any questions below. I will get notifications and I can come answer you. Otherwise, I'll meet you in the next meetup. I do want to put the next meetup date here in the chat. Just notice it'll be on a Tuesday. Normally, we do meet on Thursdays, but next week I will be actually flying and traveling on Thursday, so that's why it will be Tuesday tea, not Thursday tea. So do meet us on Tuesday, bringing your questions, how I can help you to go to the next level in your business. So there's the event that you can save to your calendar now. It's for next week, Tuesday, at the same time as today. Different topic, different questions, different advice, different mentoring next week, but it all relates to growing your online income streams. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. And inside the club, the offer is valid until Saturday. Saturday, we have 30th September. So take a use of that crazy offer that is really unheard of. So I'll see you all next week.